It's been proven y'all do it every week.
I listen to
y'all do it every week.
Y'all gonna do it right
Okay. I guess unless y'all want to wait for the music to start down. So.
No. We did it last week.
Okay. I'm trying to think, should I exclude certain people? Like, should I exclude celebrities from y'all answer? Yes, I'm going to exclude.
Mike's not on. Mike's not on.
I don't think she cares for Mike's on.
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah, it don't have to be on for choosing time. So, listen, AJ, because you got to answer.
No, we want the mic.
I'm with y'all. I'm here. I'm here tonight.
Oh, well, they're not on.
I'm here.
Oh, we got to turn everything off.
That's all I'm saying. We're just loud. Yeah, after this. You can go ahead and like start fading it out.
I feel like we can hear. Okay, I don't know.
Okay, I want to exclude celebrities, so you cannot say a celebrity.
Nah, that's weak. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
You don't even know the question.
One person not a celebrity, so go ahead.
You know the question?
No, he don't.
But I know who I'm gonna say.
You don't even know the question.
Go ahead.
Thank y'all for joining.
If you had to choose your, if you had to have a threesome, who would you have it with? And you cannot say celebrity names.
Wow. You said you can't say celebrity.
You can't say celebrities.
I can
Because
go
all y'all would
first.
say fucking celebrities and just make it lame.
I can go first. It would be Joey Chavis.
She's
Not a celebrity. No, she's not. She's not a celebrity.
Like, what we supposed to do? Name our homegirl?
Right, exactly. Like,
let Kiera go first.
Yeah, Kiera.
I would choose, let's see.
Yeah, Kiera, go ahead and speak up, Kiera.
This nigga's crazy.
I already know what they would.
I choose
Big fun.
Butter and Asia. Okay, let me stop. Okay. I choose.
I think that was you kind of. You sound like you kind of serious.
I choose Raya and.
Okay. Mine as well.
Raya and probably Rob. This guy used to fuck with name Rob.
that's what I did.
That would be a lit ass.
I knew he was in there.
Yeah, y'all know I'm a real nigga.
Where that bottle at?
Right. So wait. You can opt out and take a shot.
You can
You
take
can
a shot.
take a shot, but I mean, why be pussy? Like
I was just asking.
Where that bottle
Because
at?
Josh was over there sipping like
They over there
Josh.
cheaping on the bottle.
Don't get that the bottle.
Okay.
Don't be a bitch out
The
your life.
mother question.
That's kind of hard to
right.
answer that without like saying somebody famous or somebody that's
Right,
at least
bro.
like popular.
But you can
No,
say
it's
that. We've
not.
name dropped on
Name
the show
people.
before.
I named who I wanted to name. Y'all said that she was a celebrity.
celebrities.
I don't think she's a celebrity.
I can answer mine. I'm gonna go and answer mine. I would choose my wife and whoever she chooses.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. That's a great answer.
I like that answer.
Don't try to
That's
say
a
stuff. You
great
ain't got
answer.
to
That is a great answer. That's a great answer. That's a
No
great
sweat
answer.
there.
Y'all keep going.
Hey, so who would you choose?
No, I'm about to answer.
Oh God. Okay. I could just everything. Alright, if I had to choose, I don't know who knows niggas in here.
Oh my god.
There's so many people in here, y'all can't.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Okay, the girl, I don't like girls. I've said this 1,000 times, but if I just had to choose one,
So
You
we
can have
need
two
to do.
niggas if you like.
I could, but okay.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Whoa, you didn't think about it.
Okay, hold on. The
I would
girl.
have chosen niggas. I ain't wanna
Who did
I
you
would have to
choose?
choose someone that I'm not that close with. Probably Lonnie. I don't know. Yeah, probably Lonnie. She has a cute body. And then the nigga. I mean, I would just. I don't want to choose an ex. God damn.
Don't choose that.
Okay. Regular nigga.
Regular nigga.
Hold on.
I'm about to take a shot, but I
I don't know. I'm gonna have to choose an ex. I'm gonna just say
That's a
mine.
hard question.
Okay, she answered it. Boom. We got 3 G's. 3 G's. I'll take it.
I mean,
answer the
go ahead.
question.
Are you
It's on you. But I go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's on you.
Yeah, though.
So
Okay,
it would
bro.
definitely be my nigga and a female, but I'm trying to think what female I fancy.
Come on now, Jackson.
I think Sydney might be a good time. You know, yeah.
She would be. If you tuned in,
But
hey girl.
shout out to Sid.
Well, obviously it would be my girl, but obviously it would be my girl, but I'm trying to think like for real, man, cause I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say nobody that somebody knows. You talk about can't be famous and shit like that.
Right.
No.
You know,
How's that boring?
because I can think of like
It's
a few
possible.
people like right now, you know.
It's possible, but it's boring.
That's
That's an easy out. Like,
I feel like it would have to be somebody that my girl get along with, like that she like, you know what I mean, like somebody that she like vibe with, yeah, like.
and is there a person
Not
that
too
fits that
comfortable,
description?
I'm trying to think, like, you know.
What you mean?
Hey, nah.
Take a shot.
Take a shot, bro.
Take a shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Key era with another uncomfortable truth or shot. She is like,
Oh man.
we love you, Queen.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm definitely sticking with my answer of Joey.
So take a shot.
So take a shot.
Yeah, but I still gotta put it out there. It would be Joey and.
You said Joey.
It's
Joey
Joey.
Chavis.
He wanted to make
Whatever.
Is it
Whatever
Joey?
it is.
You said
However you
Joey.
pronounce it.
Joy. Joy the Asian
Joey.
Joy, that's an
I want to know what they said in the comments.
And who?
Wait.
Who the second one? You ain't got a second?
Her name Kayla.
Okay,
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Travis,
You be
old
close to
girl.
her all the time.
Yeah, definitely did.
Damn, not Travis Oak. We can bring it up.
Yeah, they
Name
friends.
dropping
That's
unnecessary.
Yeah, I
they
know.
friends.
Good chemistry.
Right. Teammates.
All right. Settle down. We are celebrating homecoming in 2 capacities this week, so just to let y'all know, this is just a short announcement before we get into the interview. Voice It will be at Club Truth this Friday for not G-Ho, sorry, for the Panther homecoming, for Dudley homecoming, excuse me. And then we don't have a G-Ho story this week because y'all lacking. Y'all send us y'all G-Ho stories. We're trying to get in the mood for G-Ho. So that's that on that. Any other announcements we need to make before we jump into?
Mom, would you rather? I do have one of those.
Let's get into it.
I got a cute one. Well, it's not too cute, but here we go. Would you rather, and this is a male and female question, so would you rather have the urge to like feel like you're about to come but never do, or always come in 1 minute and it has to take you 24 hours to get back right?
Damn.
I think I'll do the urge.
The urge to
It's
come
the
and never
climax.
come. I'd rather be coming once every
day.
once every day than not come at all.
Yeah.
And be sitting around like,
It
oh
don't
my
matter
god.
just because you can't, I mean you can't like keep going
Could
She
you
said
imagine
it
that?
takes you 24
It
hours
takes
to
you
get
24
back
to
right.
come again
No, to get back right.
right.
So like as a female, you drive, and as a man,
for
you
24
live.
hours.
For 24
Oh, so there's
hours.
no
How
like
you drive
double
your car?
backing.
No,
Basically, like you
yeah.
just
Yeah.
one round.
One
That's it.
round,
For 1
minute.
minute.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
Or
No.
to have
Now,
the
is it a
urge.
minute? Is it a consistent
It's only
minute?
1 minute.
Or is it like a
Like,
one?
It's 1 minute.
However that
Two.
minute, like the minute
I
don't
hate
change.
1
You
Mississippi,
so
2
much.
Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
It ain't like a slow minute.
Nah,
like
it's
It's a
full
minute.
minute.
The real minute.
no, only
real
60
minute.
seconds,
Like,
no matter how
When you
do
look
it,
at the
it's
clock,
real
a
minute.
minute.
Yeah, that.
The urge. That's
I'm
why I
gonna take
said the
that. I'm
urge.
gonna take that minute, fellas.
Take that.
I'm gonna take that minute.
I'm gonna take that minute too.
Yeah,
Really?
Y'all gonna take a minute?
Of
we
course
all
the
ready
niggas
for a minute
are.
I
sometimes.
guess. I get it.
Hey, look, don't get me started. I hit it
No.
a minute.
I don't need to take a
Went to
minute.
sleep the other
I
night
don't-
for a minute.
No, I mean I do enjoy it, but just 1 minute and that's it, and then you out.
As many times
But
as I
to
had
never
it,
come, you'll never come.
But the climb, like it's like the climax.
You act like you
it's
never
woo.
experienced that though.
But
I know,
no,
but I
the
can
clock.
make
What I'm about to
myself.
say? What?
Oh, you can?
The climax is
I'm
like
we good, and it'd be 1 minute anyway.
I mean, but
So,
that's
like,
what you fix it yourself. So of course.
That's fine.
I
The
mean,
niggas don't
sure.
get it done anyway.
Hey.
I do not be getting it done.
Man.
That was not a soundbite.
Damn. Did you answer?
Yeah, I said the urge. I would do the urge.
Man, you want to see? That's crazy.
I'm
I
happy
need
with
you like,
that.
oh stop,
Yeah,
stop.
I
What you
think
doing,
I
Josh?
would do the urge.
Minute.
You doing a minute?
Ew.
Yeah, the minute all day.
No minute, me.
So let's
Alright,
go ahead
cool.
and jump into
My boy
it.
said he never came.
I know some of y'all are wondering
My
what we have in the center of us, so let's go ahead and get into it. You ready?
My boy said he never came. Nah, dude, on my shit. My bro said he never did. Like, damn, that's terrible.
You ready?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm ready, man.
Our guest today is Borough bred and previously gained popularity for his artistry in music, acting, and modeling across the Carolinas. However, he is no stranger to the engaging and challenging people to create a positive change. Excuse me. After the murder of George Floyd in 2020, Freedope Major mobilized thousands of people in this community to peacefully take to the streets and highlight the injustice and inequality, and to challenge our community to create systematic change. He very quickly put his words into action and is currently the executive director and co-founder of We the People, a nonprofit organization focused on academic success coaching for ages 13 and up and all genders. Freedope has no fear in shaking the table, so we brought him to our table today to discuss his philanthropy, fatherhood, and his upcoming project, Flame Hearts. So y'all give it up for Mr. Freedope Major. It's weird calling you Freedope. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's AJ right now.
So glad to have you, my brother.
Thank you.
So glad to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
We have a couple of questions for you while you're here, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into
You gonna let
it.
me have this?
I'm gonna let you have it because I'm lying.
All right.
So, Mr. Freedope, that's definitely what we want to talk about. So, how did you come up with the name Freedope Major, and what's the meaning behind it?
I used to be named D Major, actually, and I went to Chicago when I was 24, and I was meeting with a guy that I was considered to be my manager at the time, and we were talking about like discoverability and all of that, and I told him like the name of my project coming up was gonna be called Freedope. And so he was like, you know, your name is D Major, but what if you like tried to like Freedope Major, like? And then he looked it up on Google to see if anybody like had used it, and it was like nothing there. It was like just an empty space, and he was like, that's what you need. You need an empty space where you can create this brand of a person of what you want to be and what you are. You know what I mean? So that's how that came about. You know, I was in Chicago and I came back. I got to work in Chance Rapper Studio that weekend. Brittany came down there with me. Like, it was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I came back from Chicago with that name. Mm-hmm.
Shout out,
That's what's up.
shout out.
Yeah, and Todd, shout out Todd, because Todd was the one who made that shake. You know, he was a super smart dude. He really just didn't want to be bothered with entertainment. So our partnership on management didn't work out, but it's all good though, man. He was a brilliant dude though. He was way ahead of his time. Like, he was on the blockchain type vibes, all of that before, you know, like 5-6 years ago, like on some whole different shit. So yeah.
Okay, absolutely. So, well, tell us about the transition as a rap artist to activism.
I think for real, when George Floyd got killed, I was already like on a journey. I had went down to DC to visit my uncles that I stayed with when I was on tour, and I had let him hear some of the music I had been working on. And he was just basically like, look, man, this ain't really it. This ain't really the vibe. You know, this ain't really you for real. And so I came back home. I took all of my old shit off YouTube and kind of like really focused in on the music. But when I started to make that transition, you know, like all these people was getting killed. You know what I mean? Like George Floyd got killed, but it was hella people before him that got killed in all types of ways, like shot in the back, shot walking, damn, shot selling cigarettes, damn, and that shit was traumatizing. So I was like, I'm not about to keep making music. Like, this shit trash. Like, it's a whole bunch of slave shit for real. And I feel that way about entertainment in general because black people don't have ownership. You know, I respect people like Kanye because he got ownership over his slavery. You know what I mean? And, but he's still a slave. You know what I mean? And so, as I was transitioning, I felt like I owed it to the ones that came before us, the ones that we don't see in this dimension, our ancestors, the ones that still with us. I owe it to them to give more than just music. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an intellectual. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we all are, and we more than just entertainment. You know, and so I've just been trying to navigate that space, and I mean, it's been different because like I know I can be in any space I want to. Like, everybody that's having motion in this city is my niggas, period. All of them. Like, so it's not like I can't be in any space I want to be in. Like, I can do that, but it's like, how's that pushing forward the evolution of our people? You know what I mean? Like, that's how I look at it. And yeah, man, like it's different. You know what I mean? It ain't as fun as going to the club and shit. You know what I mean? Having fun and shit like that. But you know what I mean? It is what it is.
It's meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
So a lot of us, we know you personally, so we know that you dealt with a lot during that time.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about that protest era. Like, I guess run it from top to the end. How were you? Not the top to the end. We don't got that much time, but how was you most affected? I guess.
I about to say without me getting long-winded.
Right. Please.
Right. A very mentally challenging time for me. You know. I think that going through that was like, it was just emotionally a lot, and I think that, you know, I don't know, it's just a lot to the shit, you know. Like, I remember going, you know, getting shit together with y'all in my condo, and then I just remember niggas being on the highway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just remember like looking at all them people when I got home, and I couldn't like stop hearing y'all voices and shit that night. I could hear everybody like screaming and shit in my head, like, you know, I can't breathe out that shit, whatever. And, you know, I just cried because I felt like the first time I had actually seen God for the first time, you know, that day, it was like, because everybody was together. It was black people, it was white people, it was Mexicans, it was every type of person you can imagine, niggas that's in the streets, niggas that's like, it was just everybody, and we was unified for like a day. You know what I mean? And I was able to see the power of that shit. And so it started like that, and then it just got more and more stressful because I feel like as the work continued, the culture, it exposed what it was really about. And the culture is that we are a very flamboyant culture. And when the shit is not all fun, and when the shit gets muddy, and when this shit get real, people ain't really ready to step outside for real and really ride about this shit that we talking about riding for. And I don't just mean that like, you know, in a way of like, you know, protesting is one aspect of it, but we don't do the due diligence as black people to study our history, to study the culture, to study finances, to study outside of spending our money economically in these clubs. Like the phase and the materialism that we living in right now, that's what broke me down. It ain't have shit to do with the police. It was me seeing how all of us as black people was like for instance, during that whole phase, I'm leading protests. Then one of the protests, it's a group of dudes at the protest screaming, "No justice, no peace. Black lives matter, blah, 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 blah." And then literally turned around that same weekend and executed a black man. I'm like, bro, like what I look like going out in the street and screaming, "Hands up, don't shoot." And I just seen a nigga get shot 8 times by a nigga that looked just like him.
That's true.
Like, so I took a different approach, man, and I started making powerful relationships. And at this point, like I'm plugged into a lot of people, and people don't gotta see me, but just know that it's just I'm working, you know, behind the scenes, and the relationships that I've built are unbreakable bonds, and like people haven't even seen the cusp of what I'm about to do in this world. You know what I mean? Like I've been sitting back raising my son, which, you know, is a big transition because I was going through that. I've been going through that too through this whole phase. You know what I mean? It's being a father and stuff. So it's like,
so we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you know,
is there anything that you wish you would have done differently during the protest time?
Not a thing. I told Dave that.
Yeah. I
wouldn't do nothing different. I wouldn't do nothing different. The only thing that I would do different, I guess, if I had to say something, I would just, I don't even know, like, cause I that's a moment in my life that's done, and I mean, I've evolved from it, so I wouldn't change nothing. So it's a special moment in my life, you know, it's a special moment for the culture, and I was blessed that God used me in that moment the way that He did, and I'm thankful for God using me in that moment, you know, and so I can't really change that because it was a divine moment, you know.
That's what's up. So with you pushing the community forward, and with you so passionate about the community and making sure that black people progress, how do you separate what you're fighting for with your relationship, being that you do date a white young lady and you have a child with her? How do you separate that?
There is no separation of it because I love black people. I love black women. I love the culture. I'm raised by black women and black men. So at the end of the day, it ain't no separation.
Mm-hmm.
Her existence has to be used to help evolve black people. It's just that simple. It is no, you know, like it ain't no negotiating that. You feel me? So like it's tough because it's a learning process for both of us. You know what I mean? Like we both have to deal with what we got to deal with, but at the same time, like the rage that we feel as black people when you see a leader that's with a white woman is justified for a lot of reasons. And so for that, she has to do her due diligence as a white woman to be fully educated on what's going on in our cultures. I'm raising a black man. I tell her that all the time. You know what I mean? Like, so a warrior at that. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's the aspect that I talk to her about. And, you know, that's, you know, I won't go all the way into all of my practices, but, you know, it's a very clear understanding that there is no separating my work from my relationship. Now, I can't say that I don't reserve space for my girl. You know what I mean? That's sacred for us. Like, you know what I'm, like, having that time where she knows, like, I'm trying to give my full capacity as her man, as a black man too, but it's like I'm this struggle always in my face too.
Right.
So, you know, she deals with an aggression from me that people don't get to really see because she is a white person that's my family.
And that kind of ties into the next question, like how do y'all deal with the backlash from that?
We just talk, man. We just talk, and we gotta pray a lot. We gotta talk a lot because, you know, it's a learning process, man. This is how I look at white people, bro. White people are like, it's like living inside of that light. You know what I mean? You so lost inside of the light, trying to come out of that light is tough. You gotta really listen. You know, you gotta study, you gotta research, and I think that that's the only thing that has solidified us is that she's willing to do her work to educate herself on what she needs to be educated on as far as our culture goes. And she respects my role in our community as well. She's never tried to stifle my work. She's tried to amplify my work, if anything. And I respect that from her. So, like, I have a lot of respect for her as a woman. You know, I watched her give birth to my son. I watched what she deals with as a white person. And the reality of it is that I will never, ever disrespect her in any type of shape, form. And it's not just because of that. It's because we are living in, like I said earlier, a materialism phase where we only see 2D and 3D. Like, that's real life. And so when you look at the chemical makeup of me, Josh, Asia, Bode, we all chemically almost look the same, even though we the same. But beyond this, it's like that with everybody in the world. And I feel like my relationship with her has exposed me to that, you know, where our struggles are very different. You know, they are. But really deep down, we all struggle with the same stuff. So we just deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Does her, like, family have an opinion on the work you do? How has it been navigating that?
Well, honestly, it's tough. It has its moments, you know. I feel like from what they come from, you know, I'm an abstract dude to accept even if you black. You know what I mean? And so I don't, you know, I think that it takes time. You know what I mean? And that's how I deal with it. Like, I just take it a day at a time. I think with her parents, like, you know, we just they her parents. You know what I mean? Like, I don't wanna disrespect them or nothing like that. You know, they her parents, and I think that really beyond our relationship, I think that they owe her more than what they owe me. You know, like, you know, they gotta have a real relationship with her in order to have a relationship with me. And so, you know, I just deal with it. You know, I don't really give it no energy. I got too much things to contribute my energy to, and you know, I gotta raise my son. So, you
that's
know,
your focus.
that, you know, that's my focus. So, like, I protect and you know, she my family too. So I'm gonna protect her too as much as I can as the man in her life. You know, to, you know, try to protect her from what she deal with her
Right.
family dynamic, you know. And I don't, it ain't my right to talk about her family dynamic, but you know, that's, I hurt for her when I watch how she just like some of the things she got to go through sometimes. Yeah.
So, do you ever feel the need to like code switch? Like, are you a different person
Code
with
switch?
us versus how you are in a room with like the mayor or the police
No.
chief? Are you the same AJ in every scenario?
Anthony.
I think that if I was anybody else than who I was, then God wouldn't have used me. You know, if he thought I was gonna like be one person when I'm with y'all, and then this person like nah. Now am I navigating them in a way that I need to navigate them? Yes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's politics. You know, so it's a certain respect. Like, I ain't gonna say that because I done pulled up smelling like gas and ate breakfast with the mayor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been in galas high. It's like, it is what it is. I'm not about to change. You know, I don't owe these motherfuckers shit. You feel me? Like, straight like that. I'm amplifying the space by being in it. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm 30. I just turned 30. Like, they got a problem on their hands. Like, I'm gonna be 50. I'm gonna be rich as hell. Like, they have to work with me. You know what I mean? And yeah, like, that's how I feel about it. I'm not cocky about it. I'm not arrogant, but why change? Like, they need to see this. They need to feel this. They need to hear this. When I'm in them rooms, y'all in them rooms. You feel me? So I pull up with my hat on. I pull on, you know, like, I pull up. You know, I ain't gonna pull up with, you know, a watch on and all that, you know, but I mean, you know, like, you know, like,
Still the same no matter what.
yeah, like, you feel me? Like,
Well, like when you're with them, do you ever feel like they're using you?
I feel like they got their own agenda. Like, you know, I feel like, you know, the only reason why a lot of politicians have entertained me is only because they feel like I'm tapped in with the culture, you know, and
With
that,
the black
yeah,
community,
Yeah.
young community
Yeah,
in
with the young-
Greensboro.
yeah.
And they feel like
Uh-huh.
if they see you or if we see you with them, then they're on our side. It appears that they would be on our side.
right. But the reality about the politicians is that they do have a lot of power. They really, really do.
Of course.
But at the same time, as people behind the scenes, they got a lot of power too.
They
And
influence.
yeah, and you know, we are those people. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like when it comes to voting, like, we could have really did some damage more intentionally this past election cycle. You know, like, honestly, Justin Outland, he lost by a few votes, and the honestly, in the bigger scheme of things, you know, he really lost by like a little bit. And the reality is that if we as black people wanted to see the evolution of that, I feel like everybody would have just got behind him and got him in there just for the strength that a black man would have been running Greensboro. Like, you know, and the reality is that a lot of the politicians, they just talk a good game. You know, I ain't gonna, you know, but they can talk a real good game, man. But behind
I
the
feel that way
scenes,
about him too. No, like, I feel like he works for an entity that you're being funded by. So essentially,
They're controlling.
does that control your, like, and I feel like for us as people, we just gotta do more digging when it comes to getting people in those positions that you're even capable of running for mayor. Do you feel like they have their own, you said that you feel like they have their own agenda, but do you feel like you're fine with working with these type of people because you have an agenda, and there's nothing wrong with having an agenda, but you have an agenda for yourself, for your people, for...
I definitely have an agenda for the evolution of the awakening of humanity. That's my plan, is to help awaken humanity to what we really are. And the steps that I need to take are first me aligning myself with God and making sure that I'm aligned. But also just, you know, like, understanding that these people are people too. You know, like, you know, like, I'll work with them, you know, but they not genuine like how we genuine. They don't, you know, like, so I work with them, like, you know, you know, but it ain't like it is what it is.
Like, you know, you're not friends.
Right, exactly. Like, I know when I go eat with Nancy, like, she cool, but she's the mayor, and like, I'm a black man that I really love Greensboro. Like, I've made some really strong relationships, so I feel like at this point I've made space for myself. They thought I was just a nigga in the street screaming, and like, I had to show and prove like that ain't the case. Like, bro, we did a show in the middle of the street last summer, bro. Like,
Auntie.
Like for real.
Well, okay, perfect.
What
So
is she over there?
it doesn't.
You know I can't help it. Right? Nah, go ahead.
We definitely want to talk about your organization, We the People. How did that come about?
It was during the protester phase. We was doing all these events, and at the time, I was basically funding them out of my pocket, and putting on for the community and just giving back. And two of my mentors, Brandon Davis and Zatobale, they came to me and was like, "Yo, oh yeah, go ahead, pour me up one too."
No,
Yeah.
please continue.
Please
But,
continue. We sorry.
You alright. But but yeah, so they was like, man, you can make this work official. The work that you're doing. Like you can really like, get you a 501c3 and like you already doing it. So like, why not just do it for real? And I was like, why not? And so that's how it started. It was just like, fuck it, and like We the People is a representation of the evolution of humanity, which is all people. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. It's we. That's what it stands for. It's just, we got more power when we collective and when we come together behind something, a like-mind idea, or just a like-mind goal or something,
I love that. So based off of all you've learned, could you see yourself running in a political position?
No.
Really? I'm actually surprised
You
by
don't-
that
you
answer.
don't
I
ever-
knew you would say, yeah, I want to be the next girl one day.
You don't ever want to do anything
Ever.
political wise?
I just feel like, bruh, it's way more to that than y'all see.
You just want to be behind the scenes influencing
I just
what
wanna
the
be-
politicians do.
Yeah, I just want to be
Have the money
super
to fund that
influential,
stuff.
bro. Like I want to go off. Like I really want to work in tech, other than entertainment. Like I'm working on an opportunity right now with a tech company, and I'm trying to develop my own app, which we'll discuss at a later date. But the point is like I don't think that you can be fully as effective when you are a mayor or a county commissioner
I agree.
or a judge or whatever. Like
You gotta abide by certain rules.
you gotta abide. Yeah,
Well,
I'm like a ninja. I'm like a
Rebel.
Jedi.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
a
not playing
rebel.
their game.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
We're not
exactly.
doing that.
Yeah, exactly. So like I'm gonna make the game fit to me. I'm not gonna put myself in no position where these folks got me by the string and I
Right.
can't say
Controlling what you do.
cracker.
Alright.
So,
And I can't say. And the fact that he leaned
I just had to.
So funny.
I just had to just say it real quick.
You
I'm
want to
just
throw us
saying.
off so bad.
They can't. I'm gonna be a Dave Chappelle nigga. You feel me? All my life, you ain't gonna.
Calling them folks
Nah,
out.
you can't. Nah, you can't. steal
Shaking
this.
the table, that's all I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
you can't. Yeah, you can't.
Key area.
I didn't know it
Look,
was
shake it, shake it.
I'm sorry.
Do you
I thought
consider
it was
yourself?
heavy.
Do you consider yourself religious or spiritual?
I consider myself multidimensional.
Tell
What do
us
you
why
mean
that
by
is.
Yeah, can you
What-
explain?
what do you
Elaborate on
mean
that?
by that?
when you say that, what is that? What does that look like?
AJ,
It looks like
That was a shot, not a sip, but okay.
okay.
Let my man answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
Multidimensional is that we live in different planes and different dimensions, and what that means is that there is spirituality and religion are both made up, but one thing that is true is spiritual geometry, and we are created of energy, so I believe in that, and I do believe in all the prophets that have come with pieces of word of God to give to humanity to help evolve people. You know what I mean? I believe in that. I don't discount any religion. I don't discount any text, but I believe that we are only tapped into a percentage of what we are supposed to really be doing and the things that we can really do. And so I think that is, I'm multidimensional, and I'm really still only existing in my third dimension, which is the 3D, form of like I say, like the physical form. But like over time, as I grow as a man and as I evolve, I want to be able to really like take myself to a different plane of existence where I can communicate with the energy and manipulate the energy and stuff like that in a way that's truly special and for the progression of humanity. Once again, you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to really tap into this because it's deep, man. It's
Right.
deep, and so that's why you gotta fuck with everybody. You can't not fuck with, because what happens is it stifles your spirituality. It stifles your evolution as a person. So Yeah, man. So I guess more on the lines of spiritual. You know, definitely not religious at all, but multi-dimensional over everything.
That's a bet. So, for the people that may not know, you have a beautiful son.
Yeah, Big Anthony.
Right. So,
my
The
boy.
cutest baby ever.
That's
you
my
got.
He
boy.
is a Gerber baby.
Yeah, man, I love that
So
boy.
freaking cute.
how has having a son changed you? What have you learned from being a father so far?
Oh man. I had it right. I had
You
it.
better not start getting
Nah,
emotional
heck, nah, I ain't
I
gonna
know
do
how
that.
you do.
I just had to do that because I'm talking about my son, so I just had to let niggas see my eyes.
Nah, fact.
You feel me? That shit changed my life. You feel me? I mean, having a son, and then we had him at home. We had him.
Really?
Yeah, we had him at home, bro, upstairs in our room, in the bed, and I delivered him. The midwife ain't show up until 15 minutes before he was born, and so I was his doctor for that day. And I delivered my son. I was the first person to ever touch him. I cut his umbilical cord, all of that. So like, our relationship is tight. I ain't spent not a day away from him since he been born. Period. I've been with my son every day. Like period. And still working.
That's what's up,
And
bro.
with my son
We
every
love
day.
to
So
hear
like that shit show you that you flexible. That you can be way more flexible than what you think you can be. And it has brought out like a certain like. Taylor would call me and be like, baby, if something happening to him, and I just like spring, like it ain't no panicking. It ain't that don't exist when you become a father. And, I love that God has blessed me to be able to be a part of my son's life in such a dynamic way. He's able to see me. I'm writing a book right now, actually titled Son. And I just finished the first volume. It's 13 chapters, the first volume. And it's basically a blueprint of life to help him navigate different obstacles. So like I look at my son as like he's definitely my continuation of time, but he is also like my best friend too.
Most definitely.
Like that's my dog. And he about to be one this Friday. Dropping. I decided to drop Flame Hearts on his birthday because I had taken a break and I finally got back in the studio, got this project done. So, he mean a lot to me, man. Like that's my dog.
And that kind of piggybacks off of the next question I have. When it comes to your music, how would you describe your sound for people that may not know?
Let's get into that music.
Well, I just feel like the market is so oversaturated with black men that rap about the same shit, which I find very, very tedious. I like when I hear like a little Russell, or Larry June, or even some Tim's, or like, some soul shit. Like, I just feel like the music now is just kind of dormant in the form of rap that it's in that is how it's wrapped up right now. So, I think my music is like, I try to just be abstract, like how I actually am. I came in this bitch with some snowboarding glasses on. Like, that's really who I am. No, I'm different. Like, I'm not no typical black nigga. Like, I just came back from Joshua's Tree. First thing I did out there was get butt-ass naked and walk in the desert. I'm not a typical ass nigga. So, like, that's the representation of my music, too. It's like I'm not a typical nigga. Like, I can do what Justin Bieber do. I can do what any of them white boys do.
Right.
And I can skydive, I can cliff jump, I can ride four-wheelers. We could do all that shit that they doing and better. I can snowboard, I can play tennis, I can play basketball, I can play football. Shit, I can rap, I can sing. Shit, and that's the music. And you feel me? The music is like my boy Tater Shooter was talking about. Like this shit is a background. It's a soundtrack for life. How we really living. You know what I mean? Like we really living. What the music sound like. What I'm talking about. Like is what we talking about. So like the music is like, I don't know, man. It's just a vibe, bro.
I feel that.
It's just a vibe.
What would you say your favorite song you ever wrote was, and why?
My favorite song and
That
why?
you ever written,
Ever written?
and why?
Or just
Bruh, that's a lot of songs.
what's your favorite
Your
song
favorite,
that
the
you?
one that
What's
talks
one
to
of
you
your
the
favorite
most.
songs that you've created so far,
You like this one like mean the most to me.
or that you just really enjoy listening to? Like
My book to my son, cause it's a song.
Is that gonna be
Yeah.
on Flame Hearts or that's already out?
Nah, it's not out yet, but people
Okay.
gonna be able to buy it just like a hard copy.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably work on 3 volumes at a time, which will take me 3 years. because I got to do it over, you know, I just got to collect, you know, experiences as they happen, as God give it to me. But it's a song from God, though, and I wrote it in the form of a book. So that's my favorite song.
So what artists would you say you want to work with the most?
I guess if I could say like would love to work with, I love Kanye, man. I would work with Kanye if I had the opportunity.
How do you think that song would be?
I think that song would be very, very abstract. I think it would be very artistic. I think it would be very, very multi-dimensional. And I think it would be fire. I think that shit would be fire. Like we would have to go out to like, so it's this place that he goes called Teton Valley. It's the cover of his album. It's not Ye. Is it? No, it is Ye. Mm-hmm. It is Ye, and it's the cover of Teton Valley in the background. And I went out there on a vacation and had a mountain house out there, and like that man be in a different space, bro. Like the creativity that he's tapped into, like he different. Like you know, he's doing things that I find intriguing beyond artistry when it comes to just making music.
I'm interested in the studio session more so, but
the session.
I want to see y'all
I heard it's
each other's
intense.
head, like, cause I know
I heard it's
how
intense.
you
I don't
get
even
down.
think it's more like a serious.
Yeah, it's serious. It would be
It's
serious.
definitely serious.
It'll be serious. Like, I would probably be off shrooms the whole time.
Thanks.
I would want to be somewhere like Joshua's Tree or Teton Valley, somewhere where we surrounded by the mountains of the ocean, and we'd tap in. You know what I mean? We just tap in. Like, I think that should be fire. Or I think I would make a fire ass track with Future. Like, I think that shit would be fun.
I think that being fire.
I think that should be fun. I think that should be fun.
One of my favorites. Well, speaking of projects, what was the inspiration behind the project now, and how is it different from your last project, Flat Earth?
Flat Earth was like, I really was just, that was my first professional project where like I had finally like started working in the studio, and I considered it to be like a good body of work. At the time, you know, I had like a producer I was working with, got it rock solid, and I thought that it was a go. I had a lot of situations lined up that I thought would push it out. I felt like I did everything basically right. You know, I paid into a situation, All-Star Weekend, everybody was down there that weekend, you know, but my situation flopped. I ended up losing a lot of bread, and yeah, so it was like the fire got sucked out of me on that one, because I lost so much bread. I was just like, fuck, like I was depressed because I lost like 20 G's like that weekend. So I was like, because the event just like, it rained all fucking weekend. All the promoters, like, it was niggas that lost like 80 racks that weekend. Yeah, that shit was awful. Because it was that shit was awful. That shit was awful.
So how is that different from now, or what you feel like
Flame
you
on.
care?
I mean, I feel like when I was making this project, it was coming out of me. I didn't have no interest in wanting to make music, to be famous or nothing like that, and I'm just super turned off by the entertainment industry overall and how we're depicted as black people. So it's not really my goal. So I just felt like with this, I had to really make this shit like personal and like make it feel like, you know, real to me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I came with the concept Flame Hearts, and like I needed everything to have like this piece of just like, you know, like that piece of like that authentic, you know what I mean? Like a sound that's just like truly authentic, something that's truly different. And we built it out piece by piece. Like, you know, I hit up my man Alex that's over there with me. Shout out to him for the cover art. You know, I had bought a picture from him doing when we was painting the Black Lives Matter mural the first time. He was out there selling, and he was one of the artists that painted one of the panels when we was out there when the uprising was happening. And he was out there selling his paintings, bro. And I remember he had this paint, and I just fell in love with it. And he was like, man, this shit $1,200. I was like, bro, I'll give you $1,000 right now for it. He was like, bet. But I ain't had the rack on me, so I had to go get it. So I went and got it, came back, gave him $1,000, and so that piece meant something to me. He wrote something on the back of it at the time, because, you know, I was leading shit or whatever, so he wrote like a personalized message on the back of the painting. And I never read it until he was at my crib the other day. And
Really?
Yeah, I never.
Did you know that he had rich?
Yeah, we read it when he hung it at my crib and stuff, but like,
You never sat there and like marinated.
yeah, I never, cause I didn't want to, in the moment I couldn't, you know, so I had to wait until I got to a place in my life
To absorb it.
to absorb it, yeah, you know, and so we was chilling one day when we was just talking about like him coming on board with the project to help give it a little bit more substance as far as just originality. I was sitting in the hallway. I got like this hallway in my crib. I call it a Hotbox Hall of Fame, and it's like a marble floor, and it's like Prince albums, like Luther Vandross vinyls, all types of shit on the wall.
It looked a picture museum kind of.
Yeah, it's on some rich nigga shit. And so, yeah, and so then I was sitting in the hallway, and I'm looking at the picture, and then I'm like, Alex, man, I can't even remember what was on the back of this shit. And then we looked at the back of it, and we was like, wow. Do you remember what it said?
It was something about like using your darkness to like shine light on all this type of shit.
Yeah, like right, we high, but you know what I'm saying?
It was something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that, but like for him, like as we talked about, like the heart, the flame heart is like is stitching yourself back together after you've been broken, you know, and it's also the passion that burns inside of all of us, that some of us, our fire gets muffled for real. Some of us never get to really express that flame that's in our heart. And some of us are so broken that we never get stitched back together ever. And if your flame ain't strong enough, that's what happens. But also, if your flame is burning bright, you got to have the right people around you to feed it. And so that's kind of what it is. Like this flame heart shit is like a gang for real. And I think that it's something that people can identify with deeper than just like, you know, I purposely don't like to put my face on covers and shit. I like to make everything like an art piece. Like when I hit Alice, I was like, yo, this shit need to be like Banksy vibes. You know, like we just giving them some art, you know, from the cover to the music. And, you know, this shit is about, it's like, you know, this project is different, man. Like I had my son, he was in the studio with me in Taylor's stomach when I was making Heartthrob. And that's why I was like, shout out to my son, Anthony, you know, you cool as fuck. Because he was in the studio, like punching in her stomach and shit. And to this day, if you play any of my shit, this little nigga he just get to rocking. He just like, it's special, man. Like, so it's like my son, he's been going into his first year. I thank God that God helped me make it through the first year of fatherhood. Like, so it's a part of that. It's classic, bro. It's like classic, bro. Like, and I don't even care how many numbers it do. I don't even care about the bread. That shit don't even matter. Like, I want to get to the point where I'm so well off in the things that I'm doing in life that the music that I give to the world is a blessing. You feel me? Like, so if I don't make another project for 5 years, oh well. Y'all about to get these vinyls. Y'all about to get these little 1-in-1 jackets. You know what I mean? Like this content showing like how we really living in between time. And yeah.
So is Heartthrob your favorite song on the album?
Nah, I
What's
think.
your favorite? And why?
I think Gunslinger is really like
that.
Yeah, that shit like that.
It's
like, man, we ain't on no pulling on no gun shit.
We're gonna play it before we leave out.
We just on
for
that.
Sure.
Yeah, that shit just like
so,
that.
Before we wrap, what's next for Freedope?
I'm trying to feed the hood, or not the hood. I'm trying to feed the city of Greensboro for Thanksgiving. And anybody who with that, you know, holler at me. We about to make this shit a real vibe. We about to feed the community. Chef Dave, I done already hollered at him about it. You know, he always one of the first people, just like during that protesting time, to rock with a nigga and really like, you know, put on for the city every time. So like, we about to try to feed the city and give back like that. You know what I mean? Just keep pushing the work forward. I got another interview tomorrow with United Way. Wait, what's today? Is today the 11th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got another interview with United Way tomorrow about just creating an advocacy group to keep the work going forward in the community. United Way has really showed a lot of love to me and embraced me in a super cool way. You know, where I've been working with them. They just had KRS-One come. I was able to be a part of that situation, even though I got COVID and couldn't even go.
Yeah,
Dang,
That shit was
Glad
fucked
you're
up.
feeling
Yeah,
better.
yeah, it was tough. Like I had to sit back and just watch everybody have fun.
I'm good.
You all might need to take a test.
No,
I'm just joking. I'm good, but you know I wouldn't do that. But yeah. You vaccinated, Josh?
Mhm.
I know you look like a vaccinated nigga.
What does that even mean? No, we're not even going into what that means. We about to hit you with these speed round questions,
No, I'm
and then
just
we about to
playing.
get ready to go into
Ready
three-way.
for the speed round?
Yeah, I
Period.
guess so. Let's go.
Alright, favorite color.
Purple.
Favorite food.
Quick.
Quick.
Food.
Sushi.
Favorite season.
Fall.
Talk or text.
Talk.
Night or morning person.
Middle of the night.
Give head or receive it.
Receive it, Lord.
Missionary or doggy style.
Both. Missionary, I gotta look at you, baby.
Love or money.
Love.
Rich or famous.
Rich.
Artist or activism.
Activism.
We love it. We love it.
Hell yes. That was like a really good.
We
Like,
definitely appreciate you pulling up, my brother.
I felt it.
Well, guys, we're not gonna.
We're not
Hot.
break.
Don't go nowhere because we about to hop
Action.
right into
Let's
three-way.
go ahead and jump into
Right
it.
into three-way.
So, for
Let's do
our
it.
guest today, if you don't know how three-way works, which you should,
You know what you
three-way.
should. Right. Don't do me like that.
A viewer will send their letter in wanting advice, and we three will give it. Now,
Okay.
this week, we have a male that sent his letter in.
I like it. We've been asking for that.
second
Thank
now.
y'all for listening.
Thank you for listening.
So
Now,
do we do
Whoa, all I seen is should
Y'all
I
can't
white?
give y'all advice as it is.
I feel
I
like
think
it's
we
going to
should
be
keep it the same
linked. We'll
way.
keep it the same
Keep
way.
it the same way.
We're gonna keep
Hey,
it
this shit
first.
saucy, boy.
Because he asked the
This
three-way.
shit saucy. boy.
Now,
Yeah, keep it the
This
same
shit
way.
saucy.
We gon'
Hey, we
go.
just
Now,
get
this
crazy.
is kind of lengthy. Y'all
Yeah.
listen. Get y'all ears. Y'all,
Turn your listening ears on. As I say to my students. Turn
This shit sound real
if you
sick.
can hear me, clap once.
I know your students love you,
If you
kid.
can hear me, clap twice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Amber said let's get into it.
I gotta read
Let's
it.
go ahead.
got-
Let's
Did
go
y'all
ahead and
hear
dive
me?
in.
On the
Let's
promo,
go ahead.
I went
Go
deep.
ahead and
I got my
dive
deep
in.
voice when I was trying to sound like a guy.
Is that what you doing?
I was trying.
interesting.
All right, here we go. Dear three-way, should I wife my homeboy ex-fiance?
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Run that back. Start it over.
You see, the spirit is moving.
Start it up. I need you to
Should
run it back.
I wife my homeboy's ex-fiance? My homeboy and a shorty dated for some time, and he proposed and all that. After the engagement, they ended things for whatever their reasons. Now, during that time, he was not my homie. We just knew of each other and had similar associates. I never got the chance to be around them as a couple, nor was I ever around them individually during that time. I had been in Shorty DMs a couple of times. Let's keep it hot. Shorty was bad, and simply put, just on the outside, she was my type. But by those times, she appeared to be single. Fast forward, I guess my boy ran into Shorty some years later, and she was still single, and in their conversation, she voiced she was unhappy and struggling finding the right guy. He had already moved on. He was happy in a relationship with someone else, and that's around the time me and him started getting cool. He expressed she already thought I was interested in her, which at the time I wasn't. So after that conversation he had with his then ex, he okayed the idea of me and her getting to know each other, because whatever he knew of her and grew to know of me, he thought it would work between us. I didn't immediately take to the suggestion. Thought it was too close since me and him was starting to get cool. It was dead. So now it's 2 years later. I have established a friendship with my now homie. His ex and I ran into each other recently, and since we have been dating and vibing, and if I'm being honest, I truly enjoy Shorty. We're still getting to know each other, and I typically don't give a damn what niggas think, but since the relationship was so known, I'd be lying if I said I don't think about what the people in our inner circle will think once this comes out, and especially my homie. Another thing is she's still close with some of his family, so stuff like this makes the dynamic weird. But again, I enjoy her and still want to see if there's a connection. One thing I'm struggling with is when to let it be known and to who. I don't know. Y'all tell me.
God.
And he did not sign.
You don't have to.
Everybody
has this chat on the
I just-
phone signing for her.
I'm like,
I don't think
Yeah,
that-
girls
go
Yeah,
first.
Girls go
And the
first.
gentleman follow.
As you go
And
first.
we just gonna go to sleep.
Go ahead.
Let's get into it.
I'm gagging.
Let's do it.
All right.
Listen,
And
that's
the
a long
gag
letter.
is.
All right. It is a long.
We may need to highlight some
It
more
is
points
a
because people
long-
on here like that was long. That's
So-
all right.
So start with the first question.
That's
Should
a
I wife
detailed
my homeboy ex-fiance?
Here, pull me
There
up.
wasn't your homeboy at the
here,
time.
pull me up, Kira. Just
Okay.
With the shot or the minute?
the shot,
Um,
please. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. So, okay. The first question: should I wife my homeboy ex-fiance? Easy. It's just I don't know. This the fiance that's like holding me
It got you in a choke.
It just got me a little choked. Now, the only thing is that, okay.
You said the fiance is what's holding you?
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, it just seems like it's too much justification throughout the letter. Like, it's just like, I feel like when you truly feel like everything is cool, there's no justification for anything. If you feel like a little inkling where I gotta figure something out and you have to justify the situation, that's
What do
fine.
you feel?
We're not.
I didn't say it to come off. I was just saying I disagree, but keep going.
I never said. The thing is that I never said in this situation that the guy is wrong. I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm saying that when you feel like you have to justify something or your actions, that means that you're questioning them.
What do you feel like has been justified?
The fact that is saying that, you know, Shorty, it says we started being cool, and then like it was saying Shorty 2 years later. It's 2 years later. I established a friendship
with him.
It kind of seems like in the letter, like it seems like the guy knows his doings. Like
His doings.
I think it
Is
sounds
it
like
just
you know
is
what
it
other
justifying
people
or
gonna
is
say.
it explaining the situation?
yeah, it's definitely explaining the situation. I'm not saying that. Hold on for a second.
Yeah,
I'm more so. I understand that it's explaining the situation. It just seems like a little bit of justification is coming out of the letter. Again, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle at the moment. I just need to hear a couple other opinions. Just come back to me.
All right. So I'm gonna answer the first question. Should I wife my homeboy ex-fiance? No. If this is your homeboy, why are you dealing with his fiance? Whether y'all was friends in the beginning or friends now, when y'all became friends, I feel like the exes became off limits. I think it is a lot of justification.
Yeah, I was saying it right here at the beginning.
I think it's like, oh, well, and then he gave me permission. He said it was cool. Da-da-da-da. You was already in her DMs before that. I think you was feeling her, like you said. And you did choose to keep it, like, cute in the beginning, so you should have kept it cute now. Like, y'all ran into each other, and it's giving you haven't communicated all the way with your nigga yet because you know it's weird. And really, for me, my deal with it is, like, you know, exes is exes, whatever, but it's just like, now what? So moving forward, how is this really like beneficial? You want to see if there's a connection. I just feel like messing, like basically having your friend and then having a relationship with his ex, like now the relationship stuff comes to play in y'all friendship stuff. Like this is actually somebody that used to deal with her too on a personal level. So then when y'all like pillow talking and shit, how does that look? I just feel like the dynamic is weird. If she's close with his family, that means they were obviously they was engaged, so that was that. Right. You're struggling when to let it be known. So, I mean, you're asking us, should you be dating her? It sounds like you really want to pursue her, even though that's, to me, it's not a right or wrong thing. It's just, I don't think you were wrong. I just think your morale is a little off. But when to let it be known, and to who? Him first. That's the first person that you should be talking to. Yeah. Outside of that, I mean, y'all are just dating. I don't say you have to put your business all out there to everybody, but I think he definitely needs to know if you're going to pursue this. But my advice is it's messy, and I think in the beginning y'all wasn't friends, so he probably did okay it. But now I don't think he would okay it, and that's why you're taking your time telling him.
All right, well, I'll be the unpopular opinion. I don't think dude is in the wrong. He said some key things that stuck out to me that kind of like clears him. First one being that he was not friends with the dude or the girl when they were a couple. Like he was basically non-existent when that relationship was a thing in both of their lives. And so it ain't like the nigga could be like, oh, he was choosing on my shorty since then or whatever. Like it was not that. And now that they have become friends, the other guy has moved on. So I just think that, like, I don't ever feel like just because somebody is somebody's ex, that entitles them to, like, not being with nobody that they claim to be cool with from that point on. Like, I don't want to get in the way of something that could be real just because I dated them. If I moved on, that doesn't matter. Like, I could give a fuck who that person dates if I've truly moved on. The only way I feel like that the dude who was engaged should feel away is if he still got feelings for her, because why else would you give a fuck who she's dating, whether that's your boy or not? And if he told the dude that it's okay, what are we even still talking about?
I don't think feelings was brought up in it though. It's
What
like
are we
he didn't
still
ask
talking
was I
about?
wrong or right. He was just saying should I.
Yeah, but he's the only reason y'all saying like justification or whatever. I don't think he feels bad about it. I think he knows how the majority would look at it. And I just think that he probably worried about that part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously he's not worried about it too much because he's still, you know, fucking with Shorty, but I just don't think it matters that much.
I think a lot of times when you enter into a relationship, it should be as easy as possible, especially when you're
Right.
entering
I
into
think that it is easy.
What makes
no,
you feel like it's,
it's
not?
The
not.
only reason why it's
Because
not
you're
is
writing this
because
letter.
The one thing is like I'm struggling with is when to let someone know, or like when to let it be known and who. When you're entering into a relationship, clear,
I
don't feel
think people
nothing.
have those
Hold on, let me
questions
finish.
whether or not it's about somebody's friend or
Just
not.
1 second. When you're entering into a relationship and if you feel like if it's a clear relationship and you're entering there where nothing's going on here, there, nothing, you're saying let it be known to who and what, and you tell me and all that type of stuff. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you don't feel like you owe anybody anything. You don't have to worry about who should I let be known and to who and blah, 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 because you went into the relationship as clear as possible. Now I understand there's, you know, different levels and boundaries and stuff when it comes to people entering into something. I totally understand that because a lot of people want to get together or whatever and they feel like they shouldn't or they can't or whatever and they have to move past those differences. I totally understand that. But again, there's seeking validation out of this letter because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, like to me, it just feels like you don't feel 100% comfortable with the decision that you made. If you did, you wouldn't be in the situation that you are. That's
Also,
my
somebody
opinion.
on here said
situation.
there's 8 billion people on this planet. Well, when you living in a city like Greensboro and you're in that city,
I was
it's
about
not
to
8
say,
billion
there's some
people there, and
southern
everybody
shit,
is
like,
cool
for
with
sure.
everybody here.
Everybody
Everybody got
fucking somebody,
ties.
man.
Everybody
Everybody
claim
doing
they know everybody. Everybody claim
Country
they
bumpkin
homies with
shit.
everybody. It's too tight. It's too tight knit. At this point, like the people who are somebody in this city or who are well known in this city, they know each other. It's very much so easy to say, oh, that's the homie, or
These are
that's
bros.
an associate,
They
or
the
whatever.
bros now.
They're bros now. They wasn't when they were together.
But when they started talking, they was bros.
Who started talking?
When he started talking to the
Okay,
girl,
but
they
he
was
didn't know
bros.
them in a relationship, so that doesn't matter.
But when they started talking,
When
they
they
was
started
bros.
talking, was the other person moved on?
Can we get off?
So that's like
Okay.
Was
me
the
and
answer
Asia
to the
becoming
question, was the
friends.
other
You don't have
We
to-
friends now. Oh, but girl, yo,
Was the
like
other person
what?
moved on?
So-
But
You're
who said it
telling
was
me-
like that though?
Was
Hold
the
on.
other person moved
Can we-
on?
the letter-
The letter said it was
letter-
like
'cause
that. The
y'all-
letter said, now
Read,
quote.
hold on, read.
I'll quote
read.
it. You want me to?
Yeah, because y'all done said so much.
Well,
so
I didn't
gotta
finish
say
my
this.
thoughts, so
I need
let
a
me finish
refresher.
that because I'll let y'all get y'all's off.
Actually-
Everybody know everybody. So it's really not 8 billion people in this city. It's actually very
Go
small.
out the city.
So, I mean, they could do that, but they didn't. And here we are addressing their letter when they're in the same city. And again, I
How we
don't
know they
see
in
the
Greensboro?
issue.
We don't.
Well, we don't know, but wherever they are, there ain't 8 billion people there.
But it's so many
Can
people
we
in the
go?
world.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah, bring up the
I have a
part of the
question
letter
for
you
him.
want to address. For who?
For the go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What
I want
was-
the guy.
Well, the
what
girls
was-
gotta finish.
What was
Okay.
about to be your
Well, all
question?
girls.
So, man, what was my question for him?
He can't
I lost
answer,
my
so it
thought.
doesn't matter.
He can't answer. You
Yeah,
right.
so go ahead.
I had to have a question for him.
Okay,
Just
so
look at that
is
part.
our turn?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
ahead. It's the guy's turn. AJ, feel free.
Okay.
You can go.
Country
You can go
bumpkin
after
shit.
him.
Okay, so
Talk to him, John.
how guys work, how I work as a male.
Oh, I remember my question.
Don't
Go
matter.
ahead. Hold on. Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
hold your question.
No,
How
say
I
go
work-
ahead.
Yeah,
How I
'cause-
work as a friend,
Go ahead, John.
if I sat on the dotted line that we homies, we friends, I inherit everything that come with you, past, present, or future. So, if I say, it's not gonna ever be a conversation where we like, hey, you wanna be my homeboy? Check yes or no. It's just gonna be an understanding that we boys now, and when we make that decision to be boys, everything else come with it. Your mama becomes auntie, your pops becomes unc, your girl becomes sis. So how I operate, me personally, I'm not saying he right or wrong. I'm saying how I operate as a friend.
Yeah, let's hit the right or wrong.
I take on that. So she's instantly sis. As soon as we agree to be boys, that's sis for life.
The
I
current
don't
person.
Your ex is sis?
The exes is our sis? Like the exes that's not in the
Like,
picture no
if-
more?
if-
They're
No, I'm
sis?
saying
Or the current?
any girl that you ever dated is
They're
sis.
not
It's not sis.
I will never talk to no nigga that's my
But are
boy.
they sis?
they not nothing. They not. It's
Okay,
irrelevant.
nothing is
Like
the
I
thing.
would
It's a
never talk to
different
no nigga that I'm cool with, friends with. Me personally, I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm saying if I know you and we
Right.
cool, I'm not talking to your ex.
Like, this is not somebody you just fucked. This is like
Yeah, I'm not talking to you. I'm
your
not about to
fiance
go with your ex. That's not even.
or ex.
That's
like,
not.
That means
How I
yeah,
operate.
you're not hitting either.
I wonder why they
Yeah, I
didn't
don't
get
operate.
married. Why they broke up?
Go.
I wish
You
you would've put
give
that
your
in there.
give your point.
I just feel like
Somebody said it in the chat.
if you
Just didn't
feel
matter.
like you in love with somebody for real, like if you really like you love this person and you a man about it, then go talk to your mans about it. You feel me? Like if you like, you know, cause like bro said, like if we homeboys, I'm not fucking your girl, your ex girl. You know, I mean, I don't know. I think
He
that
also said that his man's gave him.
that's what I'm saying. But it's like the reality is like, do you really love her though? It's like how you, what do you really feel about her, or is you just on some like, oh, you about to just pop her, and then you about to just add you about to add your homeboy's ex fiance to your list. It's like, wow, that's crazy.
It
So
sounded like he really
crazy.
liked her.
It is.
But in the letter, hold on, go back a little bit.
Okay.
It say.
Which part?
My thing is like, I just never seen why y'all looking for that. I never seen one of these situations play out where it's like a happily ever after for the new person and the ex, like you know, or the friend and the ex. It never is that. It's like so
mean,
you
that's
risking.
kind of weird.
I've seen it a lot,
Yeah.
especially like this some high school shit for real, but I've seen it in adulthood too.
You said this some
a
high
lot.
school shit.
It really is because that's you in the same
To
school,
think
you
like
dating the
that is
same
high
people.
school
Or it could be some college shit.
No,
right?
it's not because I
Well,
feel
he
like
said
in
ex-fiance.
adulthood you have
Okay,
to
I
create
see.
boundaries. In
I
high
see.
school, you just immature and thinking about yourself, in my opinion. But again, I don't. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead,
What's the
Josh.
boundary?
Okay.
Well,
And
It
then
say-
the
it
boundaries
say-
is my exes.
So it says when he okayed it, when Buddy okayed it, that they wasn't cool. So that remember what I
He
was
said
saying?
he wasn't cool.
Wait, what do
Did
you?
it-
Yeah. He said that wasn't cool. So
Oh,
That wasn't cool.
Yeah.
So remember when I said
They
it's
was
not
starting to
it's
get to
not
know
a
each
check
other.
yes or no thing when it comes to homeboys. It's always you can always pinpoint when. All right, this is my nigga now.
Right.
So at that moment, it wasn't nothing.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
2 years
Hold on.
later. Now
Yeah.
y'all
So at
friends.
that moment, it wasn't like we that.
Right.
2 years later, we that.
Right.
So all that go out the window. Like we not.
Yeah.
You know that's how I feel.
Read that part.
Oh, sure. He had already moved on and was in a happy relationship, blah, 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 blah. He expressed she already thought I was interested in her, which at the time I wasn't. So after that conversation he had with his then ex, he okayed the idea of me getting to know her, or getting to know each other, whatever. Because whatever he knew of her and grew to know of me,
So they
So
did
they
know
was
each
cool.
other.
They were cool.
he said that they
They grew to know
were. He
each
said
other.
they were starting to get cool, but he said now 2 years later, and I'm just fast forwarding. Blah, blah, blah.
He thought it
So
was
now it's 2 years later. I established a friendship with my now homie. So that's when y'all during this time now y'all established a friendship.
Right.
So when
like,
you giving
basically-
an okay, and I also don't feel personally like okay he gave the okay at the time you was just somebody, you wasn't his boy. Like so now the aesthetic has changed. Like now you bringing her around the vibes like cookouts. We hanging out, whatever, the baby shower, whatever's
that's
going
kinda
on,
Like, 'cause
you
if Buddy
bringing
would have said,
the ex around the new
if
vibe.
Buddy would have started
Like,
talking to her, they wouldn't be friends.
If Buddy, what you mean?
If Buddy would have started talking to her at the beginning when he was trying
When
to
the
do
boy told him to
Right.
get put.
then him and
And I
him,
feel like
they
it
would have
was-
never been friends.
Why
I
would-
feel like it
later
was
on,
putting
you
him
see
in
what
a
I'm saying?
position too.
Why do you think
When-
that?
yeah. If he told.
I'm not about to be friends with.
You gave that person say, I think you should. I think you'll work with this person.
Right, we not nothing though. You see what I'm saying? We not
They
nothing
were
at
cool.
that time.
You something
Like,
because you
yeah, like,
obviously
we
knew
not-
enough
they-
about him to feel like he'll mesh
I'm
well
telling
with
you
your
what
ex.
it says in this letter.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
he said
the dude
whatever he
told,
knew of her
yeah.
and got to know of him, they grew and thought that they would work well between each other.
The
so you
dude
knew a
said
little
he thought they
something
would
about the guy.
they would work well.
So
they
what if
know
he
each
was
other.
like feeling you out as a person? So now I found out that you and my girl DMs and you coming around me
So
like
then
we
why
got the
they
same
anyway?
associates. You
That's
coming?
what I'm
Let
saying.
me finish.
That's what he said.
You coming around me or whatever the case may be. So now I'm gonna bring it to your attention. Yeah, I know that, or according to Shorty, my ex, she think that you feeling her, blah blah blah. So he feeling you out, and it's like, are you gonna talk to her? Like, you know, it's
Feeling
okay
him
with me.
out.
That's my ex. I don't give a fuck once you my ex, and I moved on. I could feel that way too. So now, okay, I'm gonna see what you do, and if you can be my homeboy, and you deaded it. He said in the letter, the guy that wrote this letter, he deaded it. Cool. So now we can be boys. Now I'm opening the door to like,
That's the
all right.
signature right there. You see what I'm saying? That,
Let's
you know
go.
how it's like
What
it's
was
not
dead?
a check yes or no.
It
but
said
that's
it was
that.
dead. What
You
part
are
was
a
dead?
boy.
Yeah,
Right.
he said it was dead. He said, I didn't immediately take to the suggestion. Thought it was too close.
So
Since me and him was starting to get cool.
Let me-
It was dead.
let me
Yeah, I
ask
don't know what
this.
the it
Well,
was
they
based
haven't-
on the
they
previous
haven't
sentence.
yet.
I still don't
Let
know.
me-
Go ahead,
what
David.
it was.
So are we getting? Is it just the ex, or is it because it was an ex fiance?
I say ex,
I say
period.
ex,
But
period.
I said the ex fiance. I think
Because
that
I feel
he
like
it up enough.
I feel like the
Definitely adds
fiance definitely adds sauce to it, but also like in that situation, it didn't work out. So with it not working out, why? Like, was that proposal just a makeup? Like, oh, let me do this, or like was it a serious situation? I feel like that. Like I said, I feel like the fiance thing is holding some weight to why it looks so bad. Like, definitely understand the situation. Like, it's a wild situation and how it plays out. But at the end of the day, like, if you got what you got going on,
To
like,
play-
bro.
To play devil's advocate.
Yeah, I was about to say, to play devil's advocate, you got people out there that's, at the end of the day, you can't fault dude for putting him first.
That's why I said take the right
So
or wrong.
dude is putting himself first. I'm willing to put whatever anybody got to say, losing friends and all that, he willing to put that on the line for his potential love. You can't fault a nigga for putting himself first. Just play devil's advocate. You can't fault this nigga for putting himself first. So it's not right or wrong. It's just whatever floats that nigga boat. Or
So are you
preference.
okay
Yeah.
with putting? So for me personally, I mean, this is just me. Like, I do feel like love don't trump everything. Like, I feel like
Right.
honor
You
come a
feel
little
like
bit
that. I feel like that.
over love. Like
You feel
everybody be in this like
Some people
this
feel like that,
fantasy
but then
world.
you got some certified lovers
I don't
who
think
just
it's
say,
that.
I go against my family, friends,
And that's what I was
everybody."
about to
I'm
say
about to say,
is
yeah,
what
that's what I
happens
say.
now when you created this space and once you present it to him, I'm telling you to present it to him. Then what? It's like, okay, now maybe y'all gonna still be cool. What if the dude is like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Reggie
Like,
said,
What if he want to fight you? No, I'm just like, but
Fight
like, what
me.
if the space between y'all or the dynamic between y'all change? If that's fine with you, then y'all was
No.
never friends, like, or joining a friendship.
Okay, Reggie
I
did
think
say
that's
something.
what I'm
Reggie
saying,
said,
we're friends.
Reggie said if Buddy felt like it was too close before they were close like that, what changed? Especially since they got closer.
Right, they got that. That's what I'm saying. It sound like bro really like kind of like, oh yeah, my
Yeah,
bad.
go ahead.
Bro really like, it's like you sound like you feel like consciously guilty about it on the inside. Like, just to even write this letter,
That's why I
it,
said
it you know, exactly, you know, it's like you looking for us to confirm that it's okay that you're doing this. And the reality is that honestly, bro, if it really was so deep that you felt the way that you felt, then you would just do what you gotta do. You wouldn't have to, huh?
No, he read the comment. Go ahead.
Yeah,
It's a
you
bag
wouldn't,
of weird.
you wouldn't have
Yeah.
to. You wouldn't have to ask none of us for confirmation about like how you feel about what
I'm
you're
with you,
doing.
Ken.
But just off the fact that you asking a group of 6 people anonymously says a lot. You know what I mean? Like, we don't even know who you are, and so obviously you feel uncomfortable about it, my boy.
He may not.
But he obviously does. Cause
One
he didn't
thing I'm
sign his
struggling
name.
with.
He ain't said who he is. He ain't spoke up and said
I mean,
nothing.
we keep the letters anonymous. So
Oh.
nobody ever
Yeah.
knows
Okay.
who
Nigga,
we're referring
okay,
to.
can we do a little?
Look, okay.
Okay,
The viewers, y'all wanna? Oh, it looks like we have something going in the live. So read the comments and
I got it.
check the live and see the question.
we reading the comments.
No, but it's
No,
rare.
up there.
Somebody
Go ahead,
wanna say
Josh.
Something or something.
Oh, somebody trying to join?
But I'm trying not to answer.
For the
questions
OG
that's
people,
already-
Why you trying to
who's
answer
it?
questions?
Because
Oh,
we
two
got
questions.
hot
We got two
topics.
questions.
Yeah, we got hot
I'm
topics
trying
as
to
well.
watch what I say, not answer ahead of time.
Oh, what?
Oh, you can
what
press
was
it.
you just talking about?
Well, no,
I want to see those.
That's fine. Oh, push it back.
What was I about to say? So you
Question
said we gotta
either
move
way
to
it
hot
goes,
topics?
that breakup will mess
No.
up the vibe of the whole group.
okay.
I think that's what I was saying. Like, now, if you gonna pursue that, what changes in y'all? Like, you gotta the risk of what changes in your friend group. Because for me, it would change.
Right.
Oh, for me, it would
Because
definitely
I'm
change.
saying, why?
If they're
So, let me
homeboys-
ask a hypothetical.
Because I don't give a damn about none of my exes. It's not about the ex. But
Right,
if
so
one of
what
my
would
y'all,
change?
my friends, date one of my exes, I don't think I would play you so close. No.
That's crazy.
Right. So you would
Especially
date your
since
ex?
you, even with Bode saying that, like, specifically, but your last ex was in high school, so why would you
No,
care
it
that
wasn't.
much?
Would you date her ex?
My last ex wasn't
No,
in high school.
her ex
But
is my
regardless
cousin.
of which, it's not about the ex. It's about you as my friend and your morale to
Right.
me. Your
10
connection
years
to me.
later, my morale has to be ill intent because
It doesn't have to be ill
It don't have
intent,
to
but
be, but
I'm
it's
not
a
gonna play you
possibility.
as close.
What's
like
a
I said
possibility?
earlier.
That's what
It's
you
a
assuming.
possibility
Let me
of ill
explain
intent.
it. No, I'm not. It doesn't have
Buddy
to be
probably
ill
feel
intent.
like she
I wish y'all
hurt
the
his
best,
now.
but for
He
me
don't care about none of
personally,
that.
I'm not playing you as close as my friend. Like, you're
Right.
not gonna
People
be
need to
pillow
get out
talking
their
with my
feelings
ex
and move on.
about
Yeah, it
your
don't have to
friend,
be
which is
like
me.
That's all it is.
That's
Which is-
People need to get out their feelings and move on. I agree. Whoever you are.
That's crazy because, like, who gives a fuck about their ex if they moved
That's
on?
the
That's
point.
that's
Who
that's
gives a fuck?
that's
So I
really
don't care
more
what
what it's
you doing
about.
with
It's
my
like who
ex.
Right,
gives
if
a
they
fuck?
cool
I
with
care
it.
about my
So
friendship
then-
and my
we can
bond.
all
That's
date
what I'm
each
saying.
other.
but
That's
if
something
it's
we
an
can all
ex,
do.
Like,
We
I
can
don't
all
know.
date
I
each
feel
other.
like-
I just want to know,
No,
can we all
no.
date each other's ex?
Dating
I don't
each other
even
ex
fuck
is
with my friends.
I'm gonna
crazy.
just say this. I'm gonna just
Oh,
say
yeah,
this.
yeah. It's like, I don't do that.
If we friends though, but I'm just saying like in general, bro. Like people don't own people. Like period.
Absolutely,
And so just
absolutely.
out of the gate, like
Thank you.
if somebody like want to love somebody, like I'm not gonna knock that.
I'm
Right.
not gonna
Because
stop that.
Exactly.
my time with them, but that's personal
But you gotta
preference.
stop the
So
Right.
I feel like
Yes.
if their personal
Yeah.
preference on each side of this dynamic is that I don't give a damn, you don't give a damn, she don't give a damn. Really, like we need to be looking at the woman.
How long-
Like,
how
like
long-
looking at
how
both of
long-
them.
And
like
I was
the
thinking
situation.
that too, like
what type
you
of
feel okay going
Right.
as
How
a
to-
girl,
yeah,
you feel
right,
okay
exactly.
going around with your ex's homie
Right.
around the crew, the inner circle. Like I would
Right,
never
exactly.
example.
Because most girls,
Him, my-
They
like-
most
they
homegirls
just
that
said
fuck the
that they
homies
didn't
fuck
know
the
each other,
homies.
so how would they be going around the
They know
circle?
the boys are cool now. So
Yeah, that's what I'm
what-
saying,
So
like,
what if
if-
old boy wanted to bring his girl along to the friend group or whatever? Because all the boys are bringing their girls and y'all are together now, and now she's invited too. So is that not awkward? Or you not
Right,
bringing her? Or you
that's
not
what I'm
coming?
saying.
That's what I
Right.
want to know. Are you not coming now? Or you not gonna bring her now? What's going
It'll
to
be like Jackson.
Oh, what you-
It'll be
Right, like if I
Jackson
started
and-
dating this nigga,
Right.
and we going to the
And-
fucking functions together,
That
like,
hell
am I-
no.
what?
Like at the
That
end of the day,
shit
at the end of the day,
crazy
as much as
Look, Jackson's about to get up and start
I
fighting.
didn't. He hated that still about the
The
shit.
thing is, as much
Shit.
as he can do whatever the hell he wants. Let's be very
Absolutely.
clear.
This
He
is
can
not
do
a
whatever
right
the
or
hell he
wrong.
wants.
It's
Right.
not.
It's not a right or
That's
wrong.
for our advice.
But if we're gonna cut out the whole friend code of dating each other's exes or whatever, like let's put that at the forefront because that's
All
really
right,
what it
and
is.
let's classify X too, like, cause you got
This is
some.
not the little
you
yin-yang.
got some
This
like
is
some
not-
little
this is not middle school, high
and then
school.
you
This is
got
clearly
fiance
college and
level
after, and this is
exes.
fiance.
So fiance level exes.
Like I understand
That's-
we want
that's
to
a
dumb it
little
down. I
extreme.
understand we want to dumb it down, but it's
Right.
not but so many things to dumb down when it's the clear facts in the whole story. Like I understand.
What are we dumbing down?
We're trying to dumb down the situation of a nigga dating his next ex. That's what we're trying to dumb down. I get
But
that.
they have
Nobody- nobody
get,
dumbed it
hold
down.
on, let me finish.
No, you
I
said it's
get-
dumb.
No,
Yeah,
because
actually,
y'all always
by
cutting
dumbing
her
down.
off.
Like, yeah, y'all really are. I
You better
understand
talk
y'all
crazy,
passionate
y'all.
tonight. Y'all
Stop
real
cutting
passionate.
these
I
off.
get
That's
it.
right.
I know, when y'all
That's
talking, I let y'all talk.
One at a
Y'all
time.
shut up.
One at a
Yeah,
time.
we're
One at a
actually-
time.
we're
Okay,
actually
well,
more
just
so for
relax, y'all on my back.
clarification.
I need y'all to chill.
That's
One at a
right.
time.
But
Calm
again,
down.
like, I am calm.
You look at me.
Uh-oh.
One at a time.
I like that spice.
Thank you. So
Yes,
again,
spicy.
like I said, at the end of the
That's
day,
getting heated in
if
here.
we're literally thinking like at the forefront, at the end of the day, yes, it's an ex, but it's an ex-fiance. I am not trying, again, it's not right or wrong. Old boy can do what he wants. Let's be very clear, okay?
Wrong, baby.
Girl can do what she wants. He can do what he wants, blah, blah, blah. But again, this is your homeboy now. Let's not take that away from the situation. Regardless if you got permission years ago when y'all were not cool, now y'all are. Because I'd be damned if one of my homegirls was to date my exes or whatever, that they clearly know that if I wanted to go back to them right now or whatever, I could, or some shit like that. Like I just, the thing is that it's just too much justification in this whole thing. Like,
Should have whooped them.
it's just so much justification.
Josh,
Y'all want to be.
So
Look,
we gonna let Josh wrap it up, and then we just gonna get into the hot topics because y'all know how we rock with the hot topics. It's
Well,
always
let's jump
things
into
from
the hot
letter.
topics for the night.
Go ahead, Josh. Get your last
What?
point off.
No, I'm
Are you good?
yeah. That shit a bag of weird.
That shit
Everybody
is-
know that. Everybody know that.
I'm
Right.
that shit is-
It got heated. It got heated. Do we have any more comments we want to read before we get into the hot topic?
Heavy, Sheeta, heavy.
Read it. Read the comments.
Is there exceptions to girl and guy code?
Oh, no comments? Okay, cool.
Example, does fiance or marriage change whether it's acceptable or not? We've kind of already got the viewpoint of some of the viewers in this room, but if y'all want to answer that, chime in. Remember, y'all could go live We want
does
somebody
anybody
to
want to go live? We really would want somebody to come up here and give their opinion for real. Y'all don't gotta be cute, bonnet and everything.
Yeah, definitely get on a lot.
This, I think,
But is there an exception to the girl and guy code? This just take me back to our girl. If y'all OG listeners, y'all would know we had a girl code, guy code episode when we was getting started. And I think like around that time was a little different because we were talking about like celebrities and stuff like that. But I think now I'm just diving into like me personally and how I really look at it. And I do feel like those codes are there for a reason. Is there, I think, definitely no marriage or fiance. That just really is to me unacceptable. Maybe I think exceptions are like little flings, like like I said, little yeah. Like you can deal with anybody that I was just messing with or we talked to or went on a date. But an ex, that's just somebody that I shared probably personal shit with, and I don't feel comfortable being in that dynamic.
I don't really got a whole bunch of exes for real. Like, it's like whatever. It's like, nigga, I got a whole. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
I feel it.
You feel me? Like,
I feel
You
it.
talking about the guy code?
oh wait, no, guy code.
Is there exceptions to the girl code? For me, it's
To the girl code or guy code.
Is there exceptions to the girl code or guy code? Yeah, like what you said, little smash and grabs.
Little smash and
like if
grab.
you
Smash and
smash
grab.
her, I know
Little breaking
guys-
injuries.
Yeah, little break.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
those
saying, boys?
are exceptions. Well,
Multiple
yeah,
times
and
passed
guy code.
around.
But my selection of friends.
I feel like I have two friend groups, and one friend group we do not do that at all, and then one friend group they kind of like dabble in that, not like exes, but like.
Them your buddies though. Them ain't.
No, I'm not going to play them down, but I just feel like I have two
You got a whole lot of
examples.
friends.
I have a good amount of friends, but ain't none of them.
Should have whooped them.
And then my
Hey,
friend group,
none of them I repeat. That with none of my exes.
and my friend group, all my friend groups are like I said, all my friends they take friendship serious, cause I do. Well, with me they do, cause I do. So this wouldn't even be a conversation. Like most of everybody that's in my close friends are in here saying what I'm saying, cause that's how they feel, cause that's how I feel. So my friendships is equivalent on both ends. It's not like one would do this and one would do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's guy code. Like, how we gonna have a guy around us that think it's okay to date exes?
Right.
He can't come around. That's what I'm saying. He can't come around when we get there because he gonna pillow talk. Every nigga pillow
That's what
talk.
I was saying.
Put that out. That is a fact.
I was
Every
saying
nigga pillow
talk
talk.
thing is what I
So
like. That's what I
if
feel
niggas
like.
if niggas is out doing dirt, we don't. You might try to slime us out, get our girl exes, and then say whatever. We don't want you around. We don't want that guy around. So
Is there a difference
What
between
about the girls? Any other
What you
girl
mean?
code?
You skipped number two.
You done?
Yeah, because I feel like
Is
Nah,
there
sure,
an
I think-
expiration date? That what you about to say? Is there an expiration date to when you can pursue your friend's ex?
Yeah,
I feel
for
like we- I
Josh's,
feel like we
yeah, I
answered
think
it.
I'm about to say I think we've
yeah,
classified.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There,
I feel
there's
like-
no expiration date unless your friendship with that friend is expired. That
Right.
friendship
Correct.
passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are like,
For me.
you know, it's over,
me.
buddy.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
So is there a difference between a girl dating guy friends versus a guy dating girlfriends?
Ah,
I
that's
think
a.
guys
Always
make
a
it different.
Like this person
but I don't
in
think
here
it should
said
be.
guys have very flexible codes and rules. 'Cause
Right.
it's
Yeah, that's
always
what I
a
was about to
double
say. I
standard.
think,
Yeah,
I
it
think,
is a double
because
standard.
that's what I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say, cause you wiped up, just like you know what I mean.
Right.
So like, bro, I love my girl, so I really don't give a damn about
Right.
what
Another
no girl doing that I ever fuck with. Like,
Right.
I don't give a fuck what you do. Like,
So with
Exes
that being
is
said,
exes.
can one of your
No,
homeboys date
niggas don't
somebody
care
that
about
bro,
was your
I'm gonna
ex?
give you an
Yeah,
example of
could
what
it-
happened to me almost a month and a half ago in the studio. It's a dude I'm in the studio with. This nigga comes up to me and pulls me to the side of everything and says, bruh, I know we cool, blah blah, man, but like I ain't know so and so was your ex. And it was weird because it was just like this same shit where it's like he was looking for me to confirm that it was okay, and I did confirm that it's okay.
Did you
Cause
care?
No.
Would you still
Right.
consider him your boy?
Bruh,
That wasn't
Or
your boy.
Right.
It was
That's
somebody
the
he
thing.
was
If
with.
That's the
somebody
thing.
was your boy,
That's the
would
thing.
you care? Being how in love you are with Taylor now, would you still call
Y'all
that boy
became
your boy
friends.
if he dated somebody that was your ex?
this all I'm gonna say.
Just clear. Yes or no?
It's like, bruh, you ain't even have to, like, I don't give a damn, but we not, like, you
So
feel
you wouldn't-
bad
you
about it,
wouldn't-
like, cause you feel, it's like,
Is he asking
Why
you out of
do you think they
respect?
feel
Yeah,
bad?
like
Because they bring
because-
it to you.
because.
does that mean you
Like,
feel
they
bad, or
do-
is he asking for
They don't want to
respect?
let nobody
Right.
answer the
Right.
question.
Right. That's what they say.
Because they do.
It's
You
not
can tell
you,
me
it's not-
next to
you
the
don't
real.
care.
Y'all
about
don't
the
give a fuck.
situation.
Yeah.
You y'all.
Right.
It's just like,
Why?
it's not y'all for our relationship. It's
Exactly.
not y'all for our friendship.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it's like
That's
if,
all we
if,
ask. We
if
just
we're
ask for the answer.
yeah, if we're homeboys, right? Or you think we're homeboys, and you come to me and you like, man, bruh, I ain't even know, bruh, like that was your
I
girl.
didn't say they was coming to you like that.
No, that's what happened. He came to me like that's how the dude came to me was like you know, man, like
Did he
like
not know?
on some.
Or he knew?
He probably did. I don't know. I don't care though neither. You know what I'm saying? And he's not like my friend.
Right, that's what I'm saying. A
But-
different example.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm just talking about niggas that like you was talking about with Greensboro. Everybody swear they so cool. Like
Right.
so it's just like oh my god. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're all niggas. Oh my god.
We're
You
not.
know what I mean?
We're not.
Everybody's fucking friends now. It's like, don't fuck my ex, man. Niggas is insensitive. Niggas is. It's like, come up off that boy, it ain't yours. It ain't, you know? It's like, so that's how I feel about it. I just feel like with me, in general, like, my friends, like, I'm at a point now where I got family. Like, we
Right.
don't, and that's more what I feel like you saying.
Right.
It's like, my friends, we family. Like,
Right.
it ain't no, it's unc, it's auntie. I'm not fucking neither one of these niggas' girls. None of these niggas in this room. I don't give like he said. And if we did fuck a girl, the same girl, then trust and believe we talked about her together. Like, oh yeah, that bitch was a little hoe.
A whore.
Thank you. I ain't want to say it. I want to be whatever, but like, you feel me? Like, yeah, like so. You know, and that's how homeboys. If it ain't no guilt in it, then it ain't nothing. It ain't. It's a. You know what I'm saying? Like God goes like it's whatever. Like you said, it's like a little willy nilly thing.
So to piggyback off of what you're saying, because it kind of leads into the next one. If permission was given, does that give that person a pass?
I would say, bro, it's yes. Like it really, like once again, if we talking about a human being, if you feel the way you feel, bro, like don't none of us own a person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I'm like I'm in a relationship and I'm happy, so why do I care? Now if we're homeboys, like I said, I don't think I would be. I just don't see myself giving a damn about one of my homeboys fucking a girl I used to fuck with, cause she is in the past now. Right. You know, and for me to care means that I care about her, like in an intimate way of ownership. Like you know what I mean? In a nutshell, I still care about you.
Well, you
and
saying
it's
like what's the difference? Like a girl like you just used to fuck with, or like an ex-girlfriend?
It don't matter. It don't matter. Like if it's ex-girlfriend of 4 years, y'all live together and all of that shit. Like it don't matter. Like if you truly care about somebody and you want them to be happy, then that means you want them to be happy in a capacity that makes them happy.
Right.
And like if you truly feel that way, then it shouldn't matter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But the friendship just kind of take a notch off.
That's how I see it.
That's
Like,
it.
it's not about
We
that.
not family. We not family.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
we
that's
can't
it.
be
Yeah,
family.
just
like,
what
we
it is.
cool.
Or family, I used to
I feel like the
call
quote of
it.
the night is need a whooping, like you said.
Yeah.
Need a whooping.
Keep
Yeah.
God in your life, fuck nigga.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
I think as far as getting the permission to pass,
I'm not.
Yeah,
I
Asia,
think
how you feel
if
about
you
it?
come to me as my friend, ask me for
as long as I get to
permission.
talk. I think as far as the permission, like, I mean, I think it has everything to do with when the permission is given and like the circumstances.
What do you mean when?
Like if we're just gonna talk about the letter and putting into the hot topics, the permission was given before they were friends. So am I supposed to, as a friend or whatever, should I go back and remind myself, oh yeah, I did tell my homeboy that they could date my ex. Let me hurry up and go tell him again. We friends now, so let me go ahead and tell him again. Hey, that's not cool. Like, so it wasn't supposed to be one of those situations where like I had to remind you, like, okay, we cool now, so what I put on the table before ain't necessarily on the table no more because we're cool now. Like I get the justification for why someone wants to do it, especially if they like really started liking this person or whatever. I totally understand that because I've been in that situation as far as really liking someone and wanting to justify my actions. But at the end of the day, like, again, as far as the permission, if I'm talking about the letter or just in general, is when the permission was given. Like, because at the end of the day, like, if I'm not cool with a girl, whatever, and she's feeling my ex or something, like, oh yeah, go date him. I don't care. But then if we're cool now, yes, I have an issue with you dating my ex because we're cool now. Like, what if I've already pillow talked to you about the stuff that me and him have went through, and I've already let you know A, B, and C, and now you want to go find that out too? Like, I don't know. Like,
Or I pillow talked about your
But
ass.
even if you
to
don't-
my
even if
nigga.
you
or I
don't-
like,
Like,
vice versa. Like, I don't know. I want us to take the weird out of it. Like, I just feel like
You snatched the weird out that
yeah, like,
motherfucker.
it's just a little bit.
Get that weird out of here. Get that weird.
Yeah, I think people was getting caught up in
the
the
feelings of
ex,
the ex.
and the ex
Don't
is
give a fuck about
irrelevant
them.
in the whole
Yeah,
situation.
the ex
Like,
is totally
the
Ex for a
totally
reason, for
irrelevant.
sure. That's irrelevant.
It's not about the ex at all. I would love for this to be a real situation. Like, if we knew these people and this is a real situation, if I could use this example
Well,
with
it's
like
real,
me and
but
Reggie,
we don't know the people.
if I can
Like,
use like
we
me
be
and
like a
Reggie,
hell no.
Reggie
Nobody
is
know real
level-headed.
situation?
Reggie is a level-headed guy. I can use him as an example.
Love Reggie. Shout
I
out
would
Reggie.
never. If I met Reggie maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Mhm.
Whoever he dated before then is off limits just because that's my nigga. I don't know his exes. I don't know nothing about him, but because he's my nigga, and if I see somebody that just dropped dead and I got to have him, we not friends no more. It's just that simple.
Wait,
It's
so
not
let me
y'all.
ask you
just
this,
because
Josh.
of me and him, not because of the ex. It's because of me and him. I cherish my friendships,
Second week in a row.
not my exes. I cherish my
Fact.
friendships. I don't care
I
about
just
the
gotta
ex.
fuck with you and ask you a question. I just got to. So, nah, for real. I just gotta ask. So, what happens if any of us, right? Because you know I don't like. I don't be sitting around talking about every girl I fuck. You know what I mean? So like, or dated or whatever
Right.
to just
We
my
date.
niggas. You know what I mean? But like, but what happens if like you're and Reggie, right? And you fuck a girl that he really liked at some point, but he never ever mentioned her to you. How does that work? And y'all are niggas.
Hold on, say that one more time. Say it one
Just
more
say
time.
one more
But
So
that's
if Reggie, nah, like, and you
You
like
said
her,
fucked
well, you fucked her and you
Say-
like her.
say
Okay.
So let's say right. So right. So let's say
We gotta be
let's say-
clear with guys for sure, cause y'all carry it like that.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Say
Like,
it again.
cause dudes like for instance, it might be a girl that I'm gonna just say Serge might have talked to and smacked that he really liked, but he never really told me about her. And then I come across her, and now I'm smacking, and I really like her too, and because I mean, we not talking about that, maybe we get into a point where me and this girl are like really liking each other, and now I gotta tell Serge because, I mean, she tells me, oh damn, you close with Serge? Like, yeah, that's my nigga. And so it's like, how do you handle that? Do you cut her off?
You gotta have a conversation.
Yeah, it's a conversation to be had. You gotta see how
Okay.
serious it was with your boy. You gotta talk to him.
And so
And
he
see-
tells you, Reggie tells you, bro, I love that woman.
It's a wrap.
He
And this thing happened to me before, and my
said-
nigga that I'm talking about can attest to this.
He says, oh.
that happened to me and one of my
And
homeboys.
you said it's over
It's
for
a
the
wrap.
girl.
All you gotta do, you should.
And you met your wife though, so that's perfect.
And that's all I'm
And
saying.
I
Like,
kept
a
my
lot of the
friend.
times,
And you
the
kept your friend.
situations
That's how
don't
that go.
even
And you
like.
kept your friend, facts.
In my
Yeah.
examples, I don't know.
Yeah, facts.
On the movies, it looked good, but
Yeah, nah, but that shit
this
fake.
is real life.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
So, any comments we want to read before we sip some tea with Asia?
Okay, here, just pour me up.
This nigga been sipping all.
Yeah,
Right,
I'll show y'all big
slide.
flame.
Oh, it's done.
Yes, get me right. You know how
Yeah,
they treat guests up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Completely.
Ooh, get me right.
Gone.
Alright, y'all.
Thank you so much.
While
Thank
they get right, y'all know I got some good stuff for y'all.
you. Ooh, give it to us.
Marcy, you
Asia.
should tell Serge to hop in.
Serge, you want to hop in the live?
Here, come sit
You're
down real quick.
requested.
I'll
You
take a
requested.
bath.
Who requested me?
Come here. Come.
Marcia.
What I'm gonna say?
You can go.
No, I can talk over here. What's up? I can talk.
Go ahead. We just
Here,
want to hear.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Go ahead, jump into
And-
the.
and you can jump into the seat for a second.
10:52.
Keep it warm. Keep it warm. Hurry up. Quick.
What's
Pause.
Serge supposed to say? Oh, you
Man,
supposed to give his
it's
advice?
10:52.
It's 10:52.
Serge, come on.
I say
We're going to have
I'll be
Serge
back.
on the show
I'll be
anyway.
back.
So he'll be
No.
back.
Alright, so
I'm My bad.
moving on to sipping
I
some
didn't even
tea.
realize it was that late.
So first thing I have is Impact Atlanta. So if y'all haven't seen the Impact Atlanta, it is on BET Plus. It's with Ari, Jada, Dez, and Lakia. So and Tay, Arrogant Tay or whatever that does here. So they already put out their first 2 episodes. It's actually really, really good, and it seems like they're not just doing it for the cameras. Although, of course, it's TV and they gotta like fix it together. At the end of the day, it does seem a little bit authentic, so I think y'all should definitely get into it if y'all haven't looked at it. Because it's Impact Atlanta, I'm pretty sure if y'all follow any of them, they have definitely posted it. But it gets into some real tea. So I'm not going to spill that because I want y'all to watch it, so I'm not really going to be a spoiler alert. But whenever y'all do check it out, let us know what you think.
I want to watch it for sure.
It's really, really good. So the next one I have is Taina calls out Fab. So if y'all don't know, Taina is G Herbo's girlfriend, and it's also Emily and Fab's stepdaughter, Emily's daughter, and she has her own little family and everything like that. But long story short, Fab had told his little girl happy birthday on Instagram, and Taina went under his comments and was basically calling him out as if he never doesn't take care of her anymore. He only cherishes his 2 young boys, and he basically manipulates them, and so blah blah blah. So I had to catch up myself
Is
up.
Fab and Shorty not together?
So right, I
was confused.
I had to catch myself up. I'm like, hold on, when did Emily and Fab break up? So I went on, of course, both of their pages, scrolling for days, and neither one of them have each other on their Instagram anymore, and neither one of them are following each other anymore. So it is given somewhat of a separation, but I don't think they were ever married. So I mean, I'm pretty sure it's very easy to just separate. But just to take care of your sons and not take care of your daughter, if that is allegedly correct, you got to do better.
So because now they're not together and he's out the picture, is he not involved with his daughter as well? Because
not as well. It sounds like the sons are being cool and taken care of, and the daughter is kind of.
But they're older, so it's probably.
Well, but I mean, she.
It's no excuse. Yeah, I'm just saying like that.
Yeah, but I don't know the dynamic of the situation, but also Taina is very quiet when it comes to any of her personal information. Like to find something out of Taina's life, I have to go digging for it. So when she put it out for everybody to see, it low key gave Emily is typing through her Instagram. So we never know.
Emily quiet too. She got punching it out the stage.
Emily is quiet, but that's why I think that she might have logged in onto her daughter's Instagram and said herself. So, so I don't know if y'all watch Real Housewives, or is it Real Housewives of something? Dang, I can't remember, but it's with Mia Thornton and Jacqueline and all of them people on there or whatever. Long story short, Mia decided to put a video of her ex-best friend on Twitter, basically throwing stuff at her man and calling her out, and it was unprovoked. She literally put it up unprovoked, calling her out domestic violence and and people were eating Mia up. How could you be an ex-best friend and basically, how could you be someone's best friend and put all of her stuff out like that or whatever, trying to make her look like a bad guy? Girl. And in reality, if you really look at the video, she's throwing stuff and mad at her man or whatever because she called him cheating. So in reality, I'm not saying that things are justified as far as her hitting him, because if the roles were reversed, it would definitely be a whole thing. But I do think that as far as the situation goes, I mean, I can understand why she did it, but I don't understand why Mia would decide to blast it on Twitter girl, grow up. Y'all are all 40 plus. Moving on, I don't know if y'all seen Deion Sanders and Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. They had a game. It was Jackson State against something. I'm so sorry. I cannot stand myself for not doing
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Alabama State. Thank y'all. So thank you. I appreciate who we have in the building. So they played Alabama State and they whooped them. And basically, Deion Sanders had came over and he gave a little handshake. Now, from an angle, it looked like they shook his hand and Eddie just pushed him. But if you go look the other angle, they did one of those daps, and you know how the guys come in for the hug?
He tried to.
So Deion tried to come in for the hug, and when he came in for the hug, he said, and pushed him off of the hood. Deion said, nigga, and pushed his arm went flying. So it was this whole little reaction thing or whatever. And of course, I guess they were saying Eddie was upset, blah blah blah. And people were trying to say Eddie doesn't have to hug and da 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 da. And they were saying, well, it's a sportsman you got to dap and come up. So of course, it's a whole battle between who is right and who is wrong. But it did give poor sportsmanship basically because Jackson State won. So. That's interesting. Y'all gotta check the video out if you haven't seen it. Let's talk about Chris Sales. Now he's not big important. I really don't want to talk exactly. So y'all know Queen Naja. Queen Naja's ex-husband is Chris Sales, corniest nigga alive, and he still has a YouTube. He's 27 years old, and his latest video that he decided to post is him on campus kissing freshmen.
Really?
Literally multiple freshmen.
Kelly used to do that.
The video's out.
He
it's
used to
literally
do that.
He's out. Who don't know. As far as the concept behind the video, I have no idea. It's kind of given like, you know, would you kiss me, blah, blah, blah. And he's literally out here just handing out kisses to freshmen and all that type of stuff. And like, people are like really gagging at the fact that he's on campus doing this at 27 years old. So, super interesting. If y'all even care. But I just had to get that detail. Now, moving on to, I don't know if y'all catch the tea with Eddie Murphy and Mel B. I forgot they had kids together. But he was already giving up a good $25,000 a month in child support. And the gag is that the judge granted Mel B an additional $10,000 a month. So now her child support from Eddie Murphy is
raping that boy pockets.
I mean, $35,000 a month. Like,
that's crazy.
She does not have to have a career. Literally, they can literally live like off of Eddie Murphy. That's crazy. But you know, keep working, girl.
Right.
Another sports thing. I don't know if y'all seen the Redeem Team on Netflix. It is new on there. If y'all haven't watched it, I definitely think y'all should give it a go. I love watching sports documentaries and all that type of stuff. And this one is really, really good. It's basically about the USA team in here or whatever that they pieced together, and it's basically giving all the trials and tribulations of how they was able to win the Olympics and go further and keep going and stuff like that. It's crazy because when I used to watch the Olympics, I always thought that America was, well, not America, USA basketball team, I always thought that they were just the elite of the elite, like nobody could ever beat them. But so watching the actual series, I'm like, oh damn, well, it wasn't really like that for real. But and
now you're watching.
Now you got so now like it's like, oh okay, we was like that. So it kind of like makes you feel like an American, but I really don't care. And then my last thing on there, I got something else. Okay. If y'all haven't seen, Bronny's, also he just turned 18, so you already know that actually means a lot for him. He signed a likeness deal with Nike. So a likeness deal comes with multiple things or whatever as far as the deal is concerned. But the fact that he's already,
I don't even know what that means.
Likeness comes with,
you get paid off for your name.
He gets paid off as his name or whatever. Anything that he does, wears, it's all like any little thing or whatever, he gets paid for it as far as Nike is concerned. So, which honestly
did they say how much he signed for?
No, it doesn't say. It just says that he signed for it, which doesn't surprise us. Yeah. I mean, come on, like LeBron literally has a company with Nike, so for that to happen, it's just not a big surprise.
Wow.
But where was the comment that you said? I didn't get to see.
It was one of the boys discuss
Draymond and
Jordan
Poole.
I did. I was going to talk about that, but that's not my biggest cup of tea. But yeah, the Draymond and Jordan Poole little situation. Did anybody want to speak about that as far as the little punch?
I ain't gonna hold you. If you touch me, I'm gonna punch you in your face too.
It just would have been. It's just like I'm not.
That's just what it is. You
should have let him walk up.
Yeah. He should have just walked off. He should have just like.
He pushed him, but he should have been ready to fight after the push.
He should have just went ahead and got to it, and he went out real soft.
But somebody did jump in.
I feel like brothers or niggas might throw it sometimes.
Like, he
punched him hard.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like. Because I saw some people like, oh, they needed, they wouldn't be cool. Some people were saying that they wouldn't be cool. I'm just saying, like, he definitely could have boxed back with him.
He pushed him. He just wasn't prepared.
He pushed him.
He right dead in his face.
The minute you push me, I would have had that.
I would have had to punch you.
The minute I push you, I gotta get.
That ain't no. It ain't.
Did Jordan push Draymond first or Draymond pushed Jordan?
No, Jordan pushed Draymond. And Draymond.
I remember seeing. I just can't remember who pushed him first.
Stood there.
Not walking.
He said you saying
so
Draymond
should have stolen when he walked up.
Right.
So
when
Jordan
didn't want to do that, he should have touched him. He should have just been like, look.
When Jordan pushed him and Draymond stole off, is Draymond wrong or is Jordan?
No, because you touched me.
Okay, I'm just asking.
He shouldn't have walked up in his face either, though. Like, you in my
face.
But
we don't know what we don't.
That's okay.
You don't know
what I'm saying.
You ready to fight and you walk up.
Sunning me and you in my face now is like I have to fight you.
What if he called him?
Yeah, like what if he's talking crazy?
What if he called him a cocksucker?
Right. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like once you in my space, that's for sure fighting territory.
And he wasn't ready to fight. He wasn't ready to fight. He was ready to push. He got punched in his face.
I don't know why he would play that game.
Yeah, he got slept. Yeah.
So do y'all think
that boy? He said, "Oh Lord Jesus."
Draymond
fell into it. That shit was a good one.
Do y'all think Draymond should be what was like suspended suspended or like?
I just think he needs some time. 'Cause
I mean, in the
Draymond-
league, yeah, you gotta punish
You
them
gotta-
just because you don't want niggas to think that you
Yeah.
wild.
They gonna get rid of him?
No.
Nah, I
But
mean,
listen,
like I
let's
said,
flip it though. This was Curry, that nigga out the league.
Oh, out the league.
You think Curry would have been out the league for that?
nah, I don't think he would have been out the league.
Oh, he would have been out the league.
He would have been off the
Yeah.
team. I don't think he would have been out
Yeah,
the league.
yeah,
I think
nah,
he'd be
you
out the
punch
league.
Steph-
league.
you punch
So
Steph in the face like that, it's over.
that's the
Yeah.
tricky shit about it because niggas have said and done way worse to Draymond and he ain't
Facts.
still him.
Facts.
So that's the only thing I got
Facts.
against Draymond. Like
Yeah.
that's a little.
That's little bruh.
Yeah,
Basically,
you
you
down.
punch-
But we don't know what situation led to that. Like we
Yeah,
don't
he
know
could have been
what.
talking heavy
saying.
shit.
Your mom's a hoe.
Right,
Right.
but I'm sure niggas talk wow.
Yeah,
to
but
Draymond.
You probably like, nigga, you about to get traded.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know. It happens all the time. It's just that video league. Like niggas probably fight all the time in the locker room and
Right.
probably like.
Yeah, I
It
bet
happens.
you Jordan did.
It's
The
just
video
yeah,
definitely shouldn't have been out.
Yeah, it's just the
Y'all
video
think Jordan
league.
arrogant? Y'all think he's cocky?
Probably.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I heard somebody say the other day
Pool party area.
some really crazy shit and it made me wonder like, where the fuck is Tim Duncan?
Oh yeah, I did. See
I'm
that.
dead ass. Giannis said it. Giannis was like, bruh, where is Tim Duncan? Like, I really would love to see what Tim Duncan is doing since retirement.
All right.
I've been thinking.
Well,
about it.
clearly we need a
Yeah.
sports segment.
Literally.
It's about to be basketball season, right?
No,
You're right. Yeah.
It's football season. We about to get the playoffs.
Big Stiller Nation. Big Stiller Nation.
Fellas, if y'all want a sports
Yeah.
section, ladies
Sorry.
too, please let us know. All right,
If y'all would like to.
If y'all want a sports section, please let us know. Again, Voice of Cast, we will be live and active at the after party of why do I keep doing this? Dudley's homecoming at Club Trust. So
Next
we see
Friday.
y'all Friday. This Friday.
Oh, this Friday, my bad.
We there. We hosting. We gonna be in the building. Come have some fun with us, Panthers. Panther Pride.
Yes.
G-Ho stories. All right, now we want to hear.
We definitely want to
We
hear.
need one next week.
For sure.
Guys, girls, please keep sending in your three-way letters. Clearly, they get the girls and guys
Okay,
going.
get us.
Very
going.
provocative. We love it.
It gets the people going.
Absolutely.
Central following up?
Who?
What?
Central following up?
Anyway,
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll
thank
see
you for
y'all next
tuning in.
Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh,
Thank you,
oh, oh,
Freedope,
oh.
for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Let's give it up for my boy Freedope
Flame
Major.
Hearts
I
drops
appreciate
this Friday.
I appreciate y'all for having
Monday.
me. I appreciate
So
y'all.
we're
Another-
gonna drop the song.
We are gonna drop Gunslinger on the way out, so listen to that.
Oh yeah, that's
Another great episode. We appreciate
Another
y'all
great
tuning
one.
in.
Thank y'all for
Each and
dealing
every
with us
Tuesday.
today. We were a lot.
We're dealing with y'all. No, I
But
think,
this-
For dealing with us.
I was
We were a
good.
lot.
I
I think it was
You did a
fun.
great
I was
job.
great.
The spice was good. I like that spice.
Yeah.
Keep it spicy.
Big mouth over here.
Drop
Spicy.
them off.
Right. Keep it spicy. Spicy.
Alright.
Do we have at least one copy of all the episodes?
You mean like fully recorded?
Nah, like have we had these? Do we have at least one of all the?
I mean, I started emailing to you, and I probably still have them.
And I do have them in my
Guns? Oh, we were playing too.
Does she talking to?
Did they start the line? They start the line.
Yeah, stop the line, John.
Oh, that's hard time. Oh, they gonna play them all. Yeah.
I don't know how.
Well, you can let it rock since they can hear the music.
Just don't exit out that part. Don't exit out that part.